Good morning. It's Monday, June the 1st, and this is Wisdom for Your Week. Have you thought as a parent about all the competing voices that your children hear? There is the voice or the influence of their friends, their teachers, the celebrities and athletes that they follow on social media, the music they listen to, the movies they watch, and hopefully your voice. One of the challenges of raising children is to teach them to listen to the right voice. Teenagers especially must be taught to discern between the voices they should listen to and those they should ignore. Solomon understood this even 1,000 years before Jesus was born. And in Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 10, he warns his children about listening to the wrong voices. He said, "My son, if sinners entice you, do not give in to them." Just before this, he tells his children to listen to their father's instructions and their mother's teaching. And so those are the competing voices. Loving, wise parents on the one hand, and sinners, those who reject God, on the other hand. And he's trying to get his children to wisely choose which voice to listen to. Our children today face the same decision. Do they listen to our wise and loving instruction as their parents, the ones who want what is best for them, or do they listen to those who have no real interest in their long-term spiritual well-being? A couple of things that wise parents understand. One is the inevitability of children being tempted by others to do evil. This verse says, if sinners entice you, but that's better understood as when sinners entice you. In other words, parents need to know that it will happen. It's inevitable. In Solomon's world, and probably more so in our world, children will be enticed to sin. Don't think it won't happen to your family or to your children. Don't think that just because your children are in church that they won't be tempted to go along with the crowd into some sin. Parents have to warn their children that this will happen and what to do when it happens. Solomon says, say no to that temptation. The other thing you notice here as a wise parent is the attractiveness of sin. The word entice here that Solomon uses speaks of something that is alluring or tempting or attractive. Your children won't be naturally repelled by this temptation to sin. They'll be drawn to it like a fish to a bait. There is an attractiveness about sin. There just is. And so again, you have to warn your children about the danger of going along with those who would lead them into sin. Solomon says, say no. And that's wisdom for your week.